Hi, good morning. My name is Arijit Paul, and I'm the trainer for the Microsoft 365 course from Uplatz. Today's topic is Microsoft Copilot overview and integration. So, today we are having an introduction to Microsoft Copilot where we can integrate Copilot with Office 365 apps and also give an overview of the basic setup of Copilot and the usage. So, Microsoft Copilot is one of the most important and advanced softwares and updates which has taken place in recent times. And this is something which we can have an overview where we are getting an introduction for the first section. And I'm going to use a capability of ChatGPT into getting this answer on an end-to-end basis. So let me try it from the Edge browser. And yes, ChatGPT can summarize events in a very unique manner, and we are going to have an in-depth understanding of the tool and an in-depth way of using things in the best way possible. So, yes, that's what we can understand. And if I have just mentioned in the last options and the last prompts where I have used SharePoint, so yes, I mentioned most of the steps where I had made a prompt where I started by saying to ChatGPT basically to act as an MS365 expert and also help me with practical steps where I can focus on section and end-to-end possible for Microsoft 365 course, make it very step by step and practical approachable when like a documentation, focus on section 1, make it in, okay, make it in a step by step and practical approachable way, and like a documentation, focus on section 1. So here what I can do is, instead of what we had mentioned on the last lesson, I can just go into section 1, and yes, now it will make the documentation in an end-to-end way. Now I had not started with the question answers as such, but here we can totally get the concept and understand how we are able to use Microsoft Copilot. So Microsoft Copilot is an AI powered assistant embedded within the Office 365 applications. It leverages advanced machine learning algorithms to provide contextual suggestions and automate routine tasks. That is the most important part of Microsoft Copilot. It's very important to understand this. So, yes, initially, if we try to understand the concept overview as well. So Microsoft Copilot is an AI-powered assistant embedded within the Office 365 application. It leverages advanced machine learning algorithms to provide contextual suggestions and also automate routine tasks. So yes, we also have the role in workflow where you can see that you can divide this in two types. One is streamlining workflows, and the second part is intelligent suggestion. So in streamlining workflows, Copilots integrate seamlessly with Office 365 tools like Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and Teams. In intelligent suggestions, it offers proactive recommendations based on users' activities and patterns, helping to enhance productivity and efficiency. We also have the practical example. So if I can just mention this, make this elaborative and descriptive. Excuse with answers and explanations in a detailed manner. Okay. Now we are finally getting an understanding. So there are three parts in Microsoft Copilot, or rather three important segments. So definition, as we can understand, it is an AI powered assistant designed to enhance productivity within Office 365 applications by providing contextual and intelligent suggestions. We also have integration, where Copilot is integrated into applications like Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Outlook, and Teams. And it also has functionality where it leverages AI to assist users with tasks such as writing, data analysis, presentation design, email management, and meeting organization. Okay, we also have the role in workflow, where we have streamlining workflows, where Copilot offers features like auto completion, grammar and style suggestions, data insights, and task automation. Okay, we also have intelligent suggestion, where it analyzes the context of the user's activities to offer relevant recommendation, thus saving time and reducing error. We also have the practical example in Microsoft Word. As you write a report, Copilot suggests alternative phrases, corrects grammar, and proposes content structure improvements. So this has been done in a step by step manner, and this is how we are able to go and perform these steps. So as you can see, Copilot is integrated in most of the applications. So suppose in Microsoft Word, as you write a report, you can see Copilot suggests alternate phrases, corrects grammar, and proposes content structure improvements. So if we can open a new document in Word, suppose, okay, this has been what we can see from our lesson. And if we can use the editor option, we have the editor option with the editor score, refinements, documents, and similarly, we can observe Copilot suggestions appearing in the right hand pane. You can accept a suggestion by clicking on it or modify it as needed. So, yes, in Microsoft Excel, Copilot helps with data entry by suggesting formulas, generating pivot tables, and providing data visualization tips. So yes, that is very important, which we can understand. So we also have the step by step in Excel, where in Excel we can open an Excel spreadsheet. We can enter a data set like sales figures, click on a cell and start typing a formula. Well, Copilot will suggest auto completion options, accept the suggestions, and see the result. Okay, we also have the improved collaboration. And okay, we can start with the benefits of using Copilot as well. So yes, Copilot helps with enhanced productivity. So Copilot is very useful when it uses the ingrained capabilities of Microsoft environment into automating repetitive tasks. So task automation is one such achievement which is done with the help of Copilot. So Copilot can handle repetitive tasks such as scheduling meetings, managing emails, and organizing files. We also can see the reduction of manual efforts, which allows users to focus on more complex and strategic activities. Okay, we also have the practical example when we use automating email responses. So we can even use Copilot in Outlook, where we open Outlook, we select an email thread, click on Copilot suggested suggestion to draft a reply, and we can customize the suggested reply and send it. We can schedule meetings, so that is also a step-by-step process. In Outlook calendar, we can create a new event, enter the meeting details, allow Copilot to suggest available time slots for all attendees, confirm the time slot, and send the invites. So that is something which we can help in an end-to-end way with the schedule meetings process. And we also can see that we have the improved collaboration with real-time suggestion and edit. So collaboration tools where Copilot can help is Copilot enhances the collaboration by providing real-time suggestions and edits in shared documents presentations. It also gets the use of team synergy as well, which ensures consistency and accuracy in team outputs, improving overall productivity. Right. So we also have the practical examples in Teams in a step-by-step way. where we open Teams and we can start a meeting, share a document with team members. As participants, we can edit the document and Copilot will suggest changes in real time. Let me see. Help me. So what I can do, I can go into the home page of my Microsoft 365, and yes, I can definitely view the profile. So now we are going into my Office 365 corporate profile. So okay, that is just one thing from the organization's point of view, is it? So if I just view the account, will I get any relevant details? Let me just navigate and try to see. So it gives us devices, organizations, my apps. Okay. If we go into apps, we see that we have a list of apps, customize the view, and switch to a list view. We can also customize to a grid view as well. This looks pretty impressive, right? But am I able to understand which facility I have? That is the question. Okay, so do I have the option to see the sign-ins, permissions as well? If I can just try to take an image out of this. That's the first screenshot. This one's gonna be my second one. Let me just also ask that if the designer feature which is available in Copilot, is that also a Copilot feature? Is designer feature in PowerPoint? Okay, designer feature in PowerPoint, a Copilot feature. So I just want ChatGPT to help me answer this question. Okay, so now we can see, yes, we can see that Microsoft Copilot is an AI powered assistant integrated into Office 365 applications. And right, it can suggest that we can also see all these options. Okay, it says mentions to begin typing a document where Copilot will automatically improve the grammar, style, structure. So all the documents which you genuinely see, all the documents, if you just try to answer this, all these editor tabs you see, it's part of Copilot. So this is will be calculated at around 100 words. But if you use this option, you can see uh, now this can be judged in the basis of formal writing, casual writing. This can also get professional writing, and this Copilot feature will check and give the standards in an end-to-end process. So what is the feedback we are getting from editor? This is very, very important to understand because this is a Copilot feature. Similarly, if we can see if we can introduce this in Excel. We can launch Microsoft Excel. We can enter data. We can use Copilot for formulas and insights as well. So if we just try to enter a formula, we see that Copilot will help us to find the rest. Okay. So we can go to the Excel example later and we can see, okay, is the designer feature in PowerPoint a Copilot feature? Okay, yes, the designer feature in PowerPoint is a part of Microsoft's Copilot capabilities. It provides intelligent design suggestions to enhance the visual quality of your slides based on the content you add. This feature helps you create professional and polished presentations with minimal effort. So yes, this is something which we can understand in a amazing way possible, because this is a very important part of Copilot. And most of the presentations you see, most of the ways of how you can use the Copilot is through the designer mode in PowerPoint itself, because that's how most of the PowerPoints are being made these days. And we can also use the capabilities of Copilot to create amazing kind of presentations. And also for Excel, it's been used. So yes, before going into all those examples, we can just talk about the MCQs with explanation as well. Give me 1 second. So we see that we have the multiple choice questions now with explanations. What is the primary function of Microsoft's Copilot in Office 365 applications? The answer is answer B, providing AI-powered assistance and suggestion. So Microsoft Copilot's main role is to provide intelligent contextual assistance and suggestions within Office 365 applications, enhancing productivity and efficiency. So we have the second question. How does Microsoft Copilot enhance collaboration in Microsoft Teams? The answer is answer B, by providing real-time suggestions and edits during collaboration. So yes, that is what we can understand in the best way possible. And what we see is Copilot enhances the collaboration by offering real-time suggestions and edits, ensuring consistency and accuracy in shared document and presentation. So yes, that is something which we can understand in the best way possible. So we have question number 3. Which of the following is a benefit of using Microsoft Copilot for time-saving automation? Well, the answer is C, which is focus on more critical and strategic activities. So, by automating routine tasks, we see that Copilot allows users to focus on high priority and strategic activities, improving overall efficiency and productivity as well. Now, that is something which we can understand in the best way possible. So yes, we can again switch back to the presentation which we have. And if we just go to the slide itself, we can see that we in all these slides, the designer tab is switched off at the moment because there's nothing much to design at the moment. But if we can again go to the search option and type day 35, okay, we are getting this one here by default. But yes, if we just open another option or the another tab, we see that we have the designer tab which is on, and it is a part of Copilot. Here we see that we have some design ideas, and wait, if we just remove the logo for a second, we see that we can have many design ideas as well from the designer tab, where the same option is being used with the help of Microsoft Copilot into getting us all these features in an end-to-end basis as we can and as it is supposed to be. Similarly, in Excel, we can see that if we just use a blank workbook, and there are many files which we can understand, we don't need any of these files as of now. But if we use the home tab options, we have the analyze data part as well. And this is something which is part of Copilot, where it will help us to analyze our data and give us suggestions in real time. So help me with sample data set in Excel, where I can explain Copilot in end-to-end way. What I'll do is I'll take a shot. I'll take this analyze data tab option, and I'll paste this into the chat. Make it real life. So as we know, ChatGPT cannot have real life data set. It will definitely make up, or it will take reference from a data set, and starting with a sample data set, an end-to-end guide for Copilot in Excel. And now we can see that to demonstrate the use of Microsoft Copilot in Excel using a real life data set, this example will showcase how Copilot can assist in data analysis, formula suggestions, and generating insights. That is great example which we can have. And we see that in sample dataset, the dataset will be based on a fictional company's quarterly sales data. It includes the following columns, and we can see that it has the sample dataset in such an amazing manner, where we have the date, product, region, sales representative, the unit sold, the unit price, and total sales. All these options are there in an end-to-end basis. And first we need to create a new data set, where we can see we have categories and some really interesting data points. Okay, so let me just paste this over here. I'm not able to see this data. Let me just stretch it. Okay, that is fine. Use analyze data option. Okay. Now we can also use Copilot for formula suggestions as well. And the first step it is mentioning here is to highlight the total sales column. And if we do this, Copilot will suggest the formula to calculate total sales as unit sold into unit price. We can enter the formula in cell G2 and drag it down to fill the column. Okay. Not sure how much it can be helpful in this, but if we use the option of total sales, you can see that you have so many options of spark lines, totals, charts, and formatting options as well. So this is really amazing how Copilot is helping us, and it is getting this all these options in the best way possible. So yes, we can do that. Well, in the total sales column, we can calculate this as unit sold into unit price. That is the best part which we can see from happening. And if we can go down, we can see that we can analyze data with Copilot. We can click on the analyze data button in the right hand pane. Copilot will serve various insights and visualization based on the data set. Examples of insights might include total sales by region, sales trends over the quarter, and top performing sales representatives. All these questions can be answered with the help of Copilot. So if we're going to the home and analyze data, we see that we have the discover sites option where we have the fields and how we can summarize the view. And we see how many options we have. We can have the pivot charts, unit sold by sales, and we see that we have some insights for the unit price $10. Sales representative Charlie Davis accounts for the majority of units sold. So this is amazing. And we can ask a question about the data. We can sort sale representatives by unit sold in ascending order. You can have so many options in the Microsoft Copilot itself that this is an amazing way of generating insights. So yes, we can do all these things. Help me. Now we want to see what we can do with the available data set. It's creating a data set, and yes, the first question we can see that we can ask question about the data, and we can use the ask a question about your data. Example questions which we can ask is what are the total sales by product, and let's see if we ask this question, we have the answer. We have product and total sales. Well, product A and product B is mentioned, and we can also include a pivot chart as well, and a pivot table rather, where we have the total sales for product A, the product A total, and we have the sales of product B, product C. That is really amazing, and it's named by product and total sales. Second question is show a trend of units sold over time. If I just mentioned, let's copy paste this. And here just update, and this is what we can get for a unit price $10. As mentioned, Charlie Davis accounts for the majority of units sold. For the unit price $10, East accounts for the majority of units sold. Okay, and this is really amazing how we can get all these options. We can also create pivot tables and charts where we can go highlight the entire data set, create an insert pivot table, can choose a place to pivot table in a new worksheet. Okay, it's great. So yes, we can also use Copilot to formula suggestions as well. And yes, it's been mentioned that you can click on cell J2 and start typing 2 into F2. So let's see what we can do. Click on cell J2, and if we just type, we just try to type this on F2C, it will take these two boxes, and this is amazing. It will say the formula to calculate, and we can press enter, and this will be the formula itself. This is the best part of Copilot. So yes, we can ask for some more complex questions to Copilot, like what's the average units sold per region, calculate the percentage contribution of each product to total sales. Now that is something which we can understand. What is the average unit price, and this is what which is getting. So yes, the average price is, that is the unit sold by region, where we have the region field, the unit sold field, and this is the pivot chart which Copilot has created, and this is the pivot table which we have. So first, inside the pivot table, we see that in values we have the averages of units sold, and in rows we have the region. Copilot then proceeds to create a chart which we can style and which we can add labels. We can also remove the grid lines, can remove the axis or the titles. Now this looks so much better. Chart title is fine. Axis. Look at this. This is amazing. Just with help of few buttons, we have been able to create such an amazing insight for our chart. And this is something which Copilot has created. It is not what I had created from my end or something like that. It has been created with the capabilities of Microsoft Copilot. What about the third question? Calculate the percentage contribution of each product to total sales. Now that is a very complicated question. So if you see the question, calculate the percentage contribution of each product to total sales. Okay, now we see that we can't find a good answer. And now if we just go into percentages, this is what we are getting. Percentage of units sold by total sales. This is the total sales and this is the unit sold. Now this is amazing. And we are getting this information in an end-to-end way. We can just go for what are we trying to see? We are trying to see that this axis is not there because this really doesn't make any sense, but okay, that's fine because we see that we can have at least 19 and it's touching almost 19%. So this is something which we can keep for now. And okay, all this except this grid line seems handy. So okay, we can keep the chart title, but we can remove the axis title. So this is amazing. Now we have the end-to-end percentage contribution from each share from each product. So from each product to total sales, we have the percentage contribution. And this is really amazing how Microsoft Copilot is able to get this in a best way possible. We can also see that now we can have some question answers regarding all these features. So what is the benefit of using Copilot's Analyze Data feature in Excel? It provides intelligent insights and suggestions based on your data. The Analyze tab and the Analyze Data feature uses AI to analyze the dataset and provide insights, helping users understand and visualize their data effectively. How does Copilot assist in creating pivot tables in Excel? By suggesting relevant fields to include in the pivot table. Copilot helps users create pivot tables by suggesting which fields to use, making data analysis more accessible and efficient. And that is the very important part of using Copilot. We follow to question number 3, which of the following is a practical use of Copilot to formula suggestion, providing contextually relevant formula suggestion. So Copilot offers formula suggestions based on the data context, helping users quickly and accurately perform calculations. So by following the steps and examples, you'll be able to effectively use Microsoft Copilot in Excel to analyze data, create visualizations, and perform calculations, enhancing your productivity and data analysis capabilities. That is really amazing how we got all these questions. And also going into the section of introduction of Copilot, we see that we have the end-to-end way. What is okay? We just go into transitions. I think we're using the previous version, so it had not uploaded that part. So in order to get the key features of Copilot, we see that it's the AI powered assistance. That's the first and foremost part. We can integrate this with Office 365. The integration with Office 365 is important and it enhances productivity and efficiency. We do understand we have certain benefits of using Copilot. where we have streamlined workflows, improved collaboration, and we have time saving automation as well. So, yes, that is the most important part which we are using. And now we have the option to integrate Copilot with Office 365 applications. How we can be able to understand and collaborate in an end-to-end manner with various Office 365 example. I can now take this information from ChatGPT, the documentation I'd made in Word itself, and I can do the same. Now focus on section 2. Okay. By acting as a co-pilot expert. Okay. Again, we are going to see some interesting end-to-end examples. Okay. See. It starts with seamless integration. So Microsoft Copilot is seamlessly integrated with Office 365 applications like Word, Excel, and PowerPoint, providing AI powered assistance to enhance user experience. The benefit it provides is extremely important. This integration improves productivity by offering real time suggestions, automating tasks, and enhancing the document quality. Okay. Okay, now we can have the example of automating task as well, where we can enter data in a spreadsheet. We can use Copilot to automate calculations for total sales average. Observe how Copilot speeds up the process by autofilling cells and suggesting formulas. You can have the practical example as well. We are asking some more information and let's see what we can get. That is great. We can now integrate Copilot with work. Now we have sample datasets, documents, presentations, and we can open Microsoft Word and create a new document. And this is the topic. The topic is quarterly financial document. Context is included on introduction, data analysis, conclusion, and recommendation. So if we can go into Microsoft Word, we can press Control N, and then again we can press Control C to control paste to also give this entire title and this entire article. Well, this review provides an analysis of our company's financial performance of Q1 2024. We can also use Copilot for writing assistance. So as you type, Copilot will suggest grammar, style improvements, accept or ignore suggestions as needed. Okay. We have spelling, we have grammar, we have clarity, conciseness, and now look see. If we just press on conciseness, we see more concise language would be clearer for your reader. As needed, we have to. So considered must. So if we see as needed, we must. And we have all these options where we can see incisiveness, punctuation conventions, resume. So these are all refinement fields which is part of Microsoft Copilot, and it really acts as our guide into using our best way possible and making us write much better documents which are error free as well. That is really amazing. You can also format document. We can apply heading settings for each section, format bullet points and paragraphs for consistency. This is all part of Copilot and automation. Everything is being done in such an amazing way possible. And Copilot is one of the most important parts. So that is really amazing. You can also create a header, type introduction, apply heading one style, so that is possible. Okay, we also can move now to integrating Copilot with Excel. As we mentioned with the sales data process we used Copilot for formula recommendations. So yes, we had used all these things a few minutes prior to this. First, we had calculated total sales using the formula E2 into F2, and then Copilot will suggest and autofill the formula for the entire column. We can also generate insights when, if we click on analyze data, as we mentioned, it asks all these questions, and we can also find the answers in amazing and very fast manner. It saves a lot of time, right? So now we can also have the option of integrating Copilot with PowerPoint. For example, we are creating a marketing presentation. So the step one will be open Microsoft PowerPoint, create a new presentation, add slide content. So suppose if we go to Microsoft PowerPoint, press Control N, and then here in the title, we have new marketed campaign one. And again, for the second part, the subtitle will be presented by my name. Cheers. So that's done. Now we can have another slide and the content, slide 4, slide 5. And also we can try to see what ideas we can get. We can have title, campaign overview. I'm just gonna take and paste this part right now, because this is gonna take a lot of time if we try to do all these parts in an end-to-end basis, right? So here, if I have to explain how we can use the best part of all these designs in the best way possible, let's click on the designer tab. And if we click on the designer tab, we see there's so many amazing templates which has been created with the help of the Copilot functionality. We have this option right now. Okay, for all these options, when they're assigned, you see that there is some level of interaction as well. If I'm choosing the second option, this is what we are getting. This is really amazing how ChatGPT is playing with different kinds of fonts, different kinds of ways. And this designer tab is a part essentially of Microsoft Copilot feature. And also we can see that everything is summarized, where in Word we can have the real-time writing assistance with grammar and style suggestions. We can have the document formatting for consistency and professionalism. In Excel, Copilot provides formula documentation and formula recommendation for data analysis. It can automate repetitive tasks like data entry and calculation. As in PowerPoint, Copilot offers design suggestions to improve slide visual appeal. It also assists in content generation and improving presentation flow. So that is the best part of using Microsoft Copilot for Office 365. Everything has been mentioned in such an amazing way, where Copilot and Word exist for writing assistance, grammar and style sessions, and document formatting. Copilot and Excel basically revolves around data analysis, formula recommendations, and automotive repetitive task as well. Now, that is something which we can understand in the best way possible as well. We can see that we have the Copower and PowerPoint options as well, where Copilot can easily integrate with Microsoft PowerPoint, where we got the slide design suggestions, we have content generation, and also we can improve the presentation flow as well. We can also have the basic setup and usage, where we can set up steps to start using Microsoft Copilot effectively. That is a basic setup and usage which we are using in an end-to-end way. That is going to be the last section of this lesson. And I hope this has been amazing, where we have learned so many things of how we can integrate Copilot to create such amazing type of design. So yeah, what we are doing is we're trying to find this last section along with Q&As. Focus on section 3. I'm just scrolling up a bit. I'm gonna have this as well. Now it will take some few seconds to generate some examples where we are focusing on the last and the very important section. So it is very important to understand and download Microsoft Copilot, where we can visit the Office 365 website, navigate to download section, and select Microsoft Copilot. We can click on the download button to get the installation file. So we can open the download installation file and follow the on-screen instruction to complete the installation process. Then we can configure Copilot. So once installed, we can open any Office 365 application like Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and we can click on the Copilot icon in the toolbar. Follow the prompts to configure Copilot settings like language, region, preferences. So that is something which we are learning in this lesson, and that is amazing. We can connect to Office 365, where open launch and all this. We can launch Word, we can launch Excel or PowerPoint. We can sign in, where we click on the account icon in the top right corner, and we can enter your Office 365 account credentials to sign in. Then we can connect to Copilot, where we click on the Copilot icon in the toolbar. Follow the prompts to connect Copilot to your Office 365 account, and then grant necessary permissions for Copilot to access your documents and data. Okay. What I can do is I can take a duplicate of this. So we are trying to use ChatGPT's power to understand and to get the links to install and how we can get the download option as well. So hopefully we can get this right now with the help of all these features in ChatGPT, and it is explaining this in such an amazing manner with the best practices, the common shoots as well. So now that is really amazing. If we can also open to the Microsoft Store page, we see that we have the option of Microsoft Copilot. Similarly, if we go to Store, Microsoft Store over here, and if we type over here, if we get the search option, and if we type Copilot, we see that we have an application by the name Microsoft Copilot. And what we need to do is, once we can get this application, it is very important to try to set it up. And you can see that it has a good average. It has an average of 4.3. So definitely it will have a really good impact when we can install and when we can use this for an end-to-end basis. So if we just use Copilot and if we just click over here, it will check the system requirement first, and then you can see how it starts to download when it can. Right. Okay. So yeah, the screen got disturbed due to a technical issue. So yes, after Copilot gets installed, this is how it will look. And this is what Copilot is all about. When Copilot has all the plugins right now, so we can choose up to 3 plugins for a conversation. And to change plugins, we can start a new topic. So all these things are application. And so we also have an application for Windows where we can start in real time, and we can also switch an account to work or school account. Now let's see what can happen if I'm trying to sign from my office account. Yes, I do have signed in with my office account as well. And this is how Copilot can help me, where Copilot is currently in a light theme. It has also a dark theme as well. Now that is really good to understand. Now we see that in Copilot we have some questions. How do I set achievable goals at work? Create a table that analyzes public funding for the arts compared to GDP. Compare online and offline marketing strategies. That is really, really great. If we just use this option and accept. How do I set achievable goals at work? So Copilot is now giving me this answer that setting achievable goals at work is essential for personal growth, productivity, and career achievement. It's giving us some practical steps to help set achieve the workplace goals as well. And if we click on each of these, we see that hyperactive links are there as well. And that is great. We are getting some amazing links as well with the help of Copilot feature. So that is really, really impressive. And yes, now after all these steps, if we want to install Copilot and also get all these options as well, so we can also get the Copilot daily features as well. And now if we want to access to Copilot, we can launch Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and then click on the Copilot icon in the toolbar. So, okay, if I just try to, okay, what happened there? If we just try to launch something, and let's see what we have. We already have the analyze data options in here as well. We have the DAX Studio as add-in as well. So there are some options which we can see, and now that is the Copilot options which we can have as well. So if we can just use English, we can also have in different languages as well. As you can see, that's the best part of Copilot. And you can see that what else options we have? We can activate rewards and more. So okay, that's fine. We can also try that for some other time as well. And that we can see that we also should have a Copilot icon whenever we try to log in from Excel, or if we use PowerPoint. That's fine. If we can also have the designer tool as well, so that is also very much beneficial for our end-to-end purpose. So yes, we can also pin to taskbar, pin to setting. And what are the apps which are installed? You can see that all these applications which we have installed. Okay, that is absolutely fine. We can use Copilot features in Word, for Excel, and for PowerPoint as well. And see, we can have all these options as well. Can you search my Word documents? Okay, let me see what it can do. Is this searching the steps where we can search from OneDrive as well? Um, okay. So yes, this is what Copilot can really do. It can answer our questions. We also have used Copilot for various and more amazing and interesting ways. And also, we can also help some tips for maximizing the productivity, where we have the leverage real-time suggestions, where we can use Copilot's real-time suggestions to improve document quality without interrupting your workflow. We can also use the automate routine task as well, where we utilize Copilot's automation features to handle repetitive tasks like data entry and formatting. Use Copilot's collaboration tools to enhance team productivity by providing consistent and accurate suggestions. We can also have the practical advice where we integrate Copilot into daily tasks, stay updated, and use customize for efficiency as well. To understand and to get some Q&As as well, we can see that the first question, what is the first step in setting up Microsoft Copilot? So the correct answer will be C, downloading the installation file from Microsoft Office 365 website. So the first step is to download the installation file to install Microsoft Copilot on your system. Also, the second question, where how can you access Copilot's feature in Office 365 application? The answer is B, by clicking on the Copilot icon in the toolbar. So Copilot's features can be accessed by clicking on the Copilot icon located in the toolbar of Office 365 applications. Now that is really important to understand. So yes, if you use Microsoft Office 365, it will prompt you to search option, search window. Then you can just see, you can also sign in with our application as well. So yes, we can sign in from my corporate office address itself. If I try to do this, uh, at the rate jbase.com. It will ask for a password. And as you can understand, we also need to have a two-step authentication as well for our security purpose as well. It's been linked up with my mobile phone. So yes, now I'm using to sign into Office 365 from the benefit of the application from my desktop itself. So it will take a few seconds to get all this registered with your company and the apply policy as well. Okay. So I think due to some VPN issue, we are not able to access the information at the moment, but that is absolutely fine. Can definitely help from our end, from my office system as well, so that won't be an issue. So what should you do if Copilot is slow or unresponsive? We can check for software updates and close unnecessary application. So we can check for software updates, closing unnecessary applications, because that can help free up system resources and improve Copilot's performance as well. So that is really important to understand how we have been used the facilities of Copilots, how we have set up Copilot. So we have installed and configured Copilot. We can show you the steps to connect to Office 365 and also the initial setup as well. It is very important to use Copilot daily because we are accessing the Copilot features at first, then we are customizing the settings, and then using the tips for maximizing productivity. For the best practices, we should always understand how to use Copilot to maximize the insights and to have the relevant data in place. We also have discussed the common issues and troubleshooting, and also when we talked about Microsoft Copilot, we also have provided some links as well of the questions and of the prompts. So, yes, Microsoft Learn is a very important resource which can be used for further learning as well. And with this, we come to an end of today's lesson. Until again, till next time, thank you so much.